Friday. Welcome back, boys and girls, guys and gals, children of all ages. Yeah, it's time for the Mr. Boost Show. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody. We are back for another live stream, and today we're back to doing farming. Last night we took the evening, played a little Elite Dangerous. That was a lot of fun. Had a good time doing that. Played a little bit this morning. But now it is time to get our farm on, which I'm sure will make Scrabble Dabble very happy and the rest of the guys happy. So the game plan for today is I'm going to start off in single player, get back on UMRV. A lot of folks have been enjoying that. So we'll get back on UMRV, work a little bit on our grass and get it mowed up, get some baling done. And then after I get a little bit of that done, then we're going to move over to the multiplayer server. And we'll work on the corn harvest tonight, getting that done, and then getting the fields replanted. So that is, yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's happening anyways. Well, let me jump into the game here. And we'll hit that button right there. Oh, now y'all can see the farm again. So here's our here's our field with our terrible grass texture, according to Johnny. When we were last on here, we had mowed half of the field, so I still got a little bit of the field left to mow here. So we will get started with that. Well, we'll get going with it. Von Schnitzel, 39, coming in with the host. Thank you so very much.
Dilly dilly.
Thank you for helping spread the word on the herd. Good to have you. Welcome. As well as everybody else with us today. Welcome back. Nice to have you. I see some Pitbull with us tonight. Big Mac is here. 74656B is with us. Adrian Brown here in the stream, thank you. Redmin 666, welcome to the stream as well. Nice to see you guys and the rest of the lurkers who are out there. You know, that word has such a negative overtone. I don't mean it that way. I know a lot of people are doing things and they got the stream on in the background, so I'm glad to have you here. So Matco 99.5, welcome back to the stream. Von Schnitzel 39, what's up, buddy? Resman 94, hello. Elise the Great, hello. How are you? Welcome. Right. So coming into chat and the first thing out of your mouth is an insistence on what I do, not gonna get very far. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, bud. Homie, don't play that game. There are a whole lot of other streams out there. This one's probably not for you. Biggest is not always better. The biggest is not always the best thing for the job. Still sitting around with a pin in your foot? Gotcha. Quad Cab 1999. What's up? Welcome back. Good to see you again. I started to start the stream out tonight with the Croatia national anthem, but I figured that might rub a few people the wrong way. Poor Phil, he's probably broke his other leg. He was so stoked earlier. He made a post in chat about how bright and sunny the sun was and how cold the beer was and how England was winning. I didn't last real long. You're happy you're from Scotland? It's amazing to me, which I don't know about that part of it, but the lack of nationalism that I've been getting from talking to T and some of the other Englanders. I don't know. It seems like everybody's so wrapped up in your football clubs and whose football club is better than whose football club that I guess because of that, there's a huge lack of nationality from what I gathered. It's like, oh, I don't want to see England win because that player's on that team and he's not part of my club or whatever. That's kind of sad. There's a lot of people I don't like play basketball. I'm not a basketball fan at all. But, you know, when they put the whole dream team together and put them in the Olympics, I cheered for them. I wouldn't root for them any other time in my life, but that was the only time. Not a fan of basketball. I'm a happy bunny. I'm from Scotland. Well, you have to keep in mind there that there was a time when all men wore kilts. It wasn't just a Scottish thing. That was a thing. So yeah, I appreciate everybody who stuck around last night and hang out for the Elite Dangerous. I kind of figured the moment I started playing it, the numbers would go and crash like T into the side of a building, but we had a pretty good time. Had some pretty good numbers. I was pretty happy with it. That's one of those guilty pleasure games I have, you know. Admittedly, it's been a long time since I played it. I put it away for a bit, but it's, you know, it's like any game that you really enjoy playing. You can walk away from it the minute you get back into it. You're like, oh, I remember why I love this game so much. Next time I want to do some like surface stuff. Play with the dune buggies a little bit. Well, are we going to play this game all night long? Really? I mean, do you want me to boot you from chat now or later? I mean, really, if this is the game we're going to play all night long, we can cut to the chase. Because you're acting mighty trollish. And I'm really not here to babysit. So you might want to think about the comments you make. So I made a comment yesterday, and I've been making a comment now for the last couple of weeks about this map, about the developer went MIA, and he did, right? Well, apparently, like July 1st, he decided to show back up and started posting pictures again on his Facebook page, which is something that I found out yesterday. Which is interesting. It's like he hasn't been around for 7 months, and then just all of a sudden is, I'm back. And wow, look at the things I'm doing on this map now. So I don't know what happened. But apparently he's working on this map again. So I don't know if he's working on it for 17 or if he's just back working on it and showing pictures of things that he's doing for 19, but anyways, so I can't rightly say that the guy's not working on the map anymore, not supporting it anymore. Holy smokes, Mr. Twarog 68 coming in with the resub, eh? 8 months in a row. Can we get a little hype in chat?
Dilly dilly, dilly dilly,
dilly dilly. There's one person in England that's happy right now. Happy that his he won't have to see his nemesis holding up the World Cup trophy, plaque, medallion, whatever it's called. I don't know. Yeah, see, I don't keep up with that stuff. I don't follow it. But anyways, thanks for the resub, Mr. T. How are you, sir, my friend? Where you can get that JD? Gosh. Check Taylor Farms' Facebook page. You can get one like it there. I don't know that you can get this exact one. but I know Taylor Farms has some. So, anywho, Omega of Sweden, hello, what's up? I was okay. I'm kind of sleepy. Okay, good. Well, you've come to the right place. It's welcome to Nighty Night Land. Oh man. So has anybody pre-ordered their copy of Farm Sim 19? Let me ask that before I get asked it. Hey, you guys pre-ordered Farm Sim 19 yet? Huh? Huh? Have ya? Have ya? I'm curious if anybody's pre-ordered it, actually. Probably got his nightcap on. He's ready for bed. Now it's a bedtime story. I don't know. His wife's over there streaming right now, so. It's way early for T to go to bed. T doesn't go to bed until 6, my time. You know, like quarter till midnight, somewhere in there, you know. Quit lying. T, I know you haven't pre-ordered it unless Barry went out and pre-ordered it for you, or, you know, one of them guys. Who are you kidding? You don't buy video games. You've already said you weren't going to buy Farm Sim. Well, I know that ain't real. I mean, you'll end up with it. Because I know one of those guys are going to buy it for you. I know, you say you're not going to buy it, but I guarantee you, Barry or one of those guys that buys you games all the time is going to buy it for you. And I say Barry because Barry's the only one I remember that buys you games on a constant basis. You won't escape it. One of them guys will buy it for you. Ian or somebody will buy you a copy of it. And you'll be right back into playing it. I'll bet you right now, when the game releases, on the day that it releases, T is playing Farm Sim. You feel it's a bit of a ripoff? You know what? I can't say that it's a bit of a ripoff because I don't know what's going to be in the game yet. I don't know anything about it. Now, I have my hunches. I have my suspicions as to how the game is going to be released and what's going to be in it. But I don't know for sure what's in it, so it wouldn't be right of me to call it a ripoff just yet. And I feel like the price is right. They didn't raise the price. The price is the same as it was before. All the discussions that have been happening with within your chat about the price of the game were completely wrong. It's, you know, no more expensive than Farm Sim 17 was, so. Yeah, but you're going to burn yourself out on Elite. I'm going to tell you that now. As much as you're playing every single day and that's the only thing you're streaming, you're going to burn yourself out on it. This I know. I don't care how much you enjoy a game. As much as you're streaming it, you're going to burn yourself out on it. Been there, done that, you know. That's my farm sim for me. I played so much farm sim, I burned myself out on it, and I had to stop and go play something else. That's good though. I mean, I'm glad you like it and you're having fun with it, Trust me, I'm glad you're having fun with it because it's nice to have somebody to play with, That's the thing I know. If you didn't have a couple of people to play with, you'd lose interest in it pretty quick. It kind of gets boring when you're playing by yourself. You want some camaraderie there while you're playing it. Even if they're not helping you on the missions and stuff, it's just nice to have somebody that you can bounce things off of and talk to and communicate with about the game, I know when I first started playing it, I was by myself the whole time. I was always trying to get people to play. Like, if I knew somebody who had the game, I was like, oh, come on, let's play. And I never could get anybody to play. And because of that, I think that's probably why I ended up dropping out of it. When Alex started playing some, I got really excited that he was going to play it because I thought, well, there you go. Now I got a streaming buddy who plays it. And this will give me somebody I can go play with on a regular basis, and that just never came to fruition. Just because he was always off on other games and stuff. But so Tough SOB, welcome to the stream. Good evening, Evans 04111. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for the sub, man. I was just saying hi to you, and here comes in a subscription, dude. Thank you so much. Oh, it's T gifting a sub to Evans. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, buddy.
Dilly.
Wow, very kind of you, T. Evans, make sure you slap T upside the head and say thanks for the gift. Very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind of you. Much appreciated. I think that gets me up to 8 subscriptions now. Very, very excited by that. All right, so we'll get this field finished up mowing. We'll get it done, and then we'll go get the tedder and the windrower. Ooh, I get to use my wheel rake. I'm excited about that. Y'all just don't know. I get to use my wheel rake. Man, I tried to get hold of you, Evans. You and I sent you and Buddha both a message in game to hook up with you guys, and nobody responded back to me. But I had a nice little job to turn in today. I was going to share with you guys. But y'all didn't want to talk to me. I was so hurt. I'm just kidding. Pitbull Shadow coming in with a subscription as well. Another gift from T. Now up to 8 gifted subs in this channel, man. Thank you so much, T. Wow. Look at the generosity flowing out of Mr. Salty. Wow. Thank you so much, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Can we get a little hype for T? Casting out those subscriptions. Very generous of him. This Pitbull filling the movement, the moment. I don't. Trust me, you know, I'm so out of that game. I noticed y'all were like 76,000 light years from me. So I was like, oh. And I kind of got a sneaky suspicion that market we were in has dried up as of the patch today. I was still finding I found a few jobs. Like I found one for 14 million, 15 million today. And there was one for, what was I telling you? 32 million for like 24,000 battle weapons. But all those slave runs that we had yesterday, I don't have any of those on the board. And then I don't see anything with like really high money numbers in there. That could just be my rep or whatever. But I spent most of the day farming up rep or farming up the materials needed for engineering. I went and unlocked Elvira and got her done, and so I can get her to work on my frame shift drive, and farmed up the mats I needed. So I think the next time I play, I'm gonna put I'm probably gonna rig my asp up with an SRV and go looking for minerals on the planet. Go do some dune buggy riding. Yeah, I want to get both of mine maxed out, but it's well, because I've got the same frame shift drive in my Python as I have in my ASP, so I want to get them both done. So it's a gym for getting materials for getting your FSD up. I got my ASP up.
Elvira giddy up, boom papa
maxed on Python. Oh, that's cool. Hey, what's up there, Scrabble Dabble? How you doing, bud? Thanks for the 200 biddies, my friend.
Dilly dilly.
I know you're having fun making fun of me. That's fine. You do that. Let's see. Booyah! Firefighter 6661, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the herd. Now, let's get this little bit of grass cut up here, and then we'll move back down to that other area and finish it up. I think you could get meow right if you said meow instead of the way you spelled it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Microsoft Mary doesn't know anything about the Styler brothers. But I get what you were going for. But I gotta say, you know what you didn't come out right. But if you debated it, you should have gone with meow. Because even if she doesn't get it right, it would have been a heck of a lot funnier to hear her go, giddy up, papa, meow, meow, instead of doing what you It would have gone into the annals of great Scrabble mispronunciations. Especially if she had a personality and said it, meow, meow. Could you imagine that song that way? Giddy up, papa, meow, meow. Oh, it'd be funny. It'd be funny. Scrabble has a Biddy Hall of Fame. Pretty much. Oh, it's not worth going for now. It's past the moment, dude. The moment has passed. It's not going to get you Hall of Fame status. I'm just saying. Oh, I know. That won't stop him. He's going to do it anyways. Florida Clutch. What is going on, man? It's been a couple of days since I've seen you. How are you doing? And thanks for the 10 bits. Much appreciated.
Dilly.
Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much welcomes to you. The new Art Bauer coming in with the host. Thank you so much, my friend. Very much appreciated. Hit the wrong button there. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. How are you today? Welcome back to the stream. Oops. Ain't mowing grass with the mower up in the air like that. I have no idea, R-Bauer. I don't know who's going to be on the server. I don't schedule people for anything. If there's, you know, there's room, there's room. Be back. Mrs. is calling. Alright, that should be the last little bit of grass to be mowed. Good stuff. Alright, so we'll head down here and we'll go back to the farm, park this, refuel on our way down to the city. Because we do have to go get some more implements. Bet I could go get it with the pickup truck though. Always hate driving the tractors downtown. Around the hill. We'll just take the tractor down there and that way I can get fuel for it. Did I ever put the forage harvester on here? I did. I just don't think I bought it. Pretty sure I never bought it. Let me look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one thing I never bought. That's alright. I don't need it right now, I don't think. Man, that's a lot of corn. Ooh! That's gonna take a lot of work. funny, you're playing this game. A friend of mine just got a new John Deere tractor for his 15-acre lot. He fell in love with it. Yeah. They're great, man. I enjoy mine. Tractors are just fun, man, period. It doesn't matter what size you have. They're fun. Once you start buying implements for them and you start getting all the stuff so that you can do, you know, once you get a loader for it, get you a box blade. Like if you got a small one, you know, for a 15-acre lot, I'm sure it's not that huge of a tractor, but you know, let's say you got a 4500 or whatever, you know, or 4800. If you got that, you get a, you know, a bush hog for it, get you a small plow, get you a loader for it so you can do, you know, move dirt and stuff. There's just endless things you can do around a farm with it. And then you get up into your big tractors, you know, you got all kinds of stuff to do with those. Taken Fanatic 393, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow and thanks for the share. That's it.
Dilly dilly.
I was trying to think of what you did. But yeah, thanks for the host, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanking you for helping spread the word on the herd. But yeah, I don't care what size tractor you have. If you buy an itty bitty, like, you know, small tractor that's just got the, you know, basic implements, got a little backhoe on it, or, you know, loader assembly for the front. You get yourself a little garden plow or whatever, or even if you got big tractor, you know, it ain't got to be a big one, I guess is what I'm saying. You can lose hours of your life playing on your tractor. You keep finding things to mess with. And yeah, I saw Pitbull's comment. I just kind of let it go. Silly woman. She's not even going to suck me into that comment. Not going to fall for it. I ain't falling for no banana in the tailpipe trick. I wonder if I could get both of these implements together. I wonder if that one's got a hitch on the back. I'm betting it doesn't because it's stock. I don't know. Should we try? I might try it. I doubt you can. Pretty sure this isn't gonna work. And rightly it shouldn't, but I just thought, you know, hey, if I could kill two birds with one stone. Oh, don't even go there, Pitbull. Oh, man. Sure. You get the tractor for the size job you're doing. That's what you get. Because there are some things you can do with small, you know, and this is the thing. Buy the biggest tractor you can get. No. Bigger tractors aren't always that. Bigger tractors are limited in the jobs they can do, you know? you're not going to take a 9R out and do any wheel, you're not going to do any loading with it. And the same thing, you're not going to put an attachment on the rear of it to do backhoe work. Whereas if you've got like a, if you're in the agriculture or in the landscaping business, maybe you want like a 48 series or something like that, like a 4, or even a small 5. Once you get in the 5s, you start getting more into agricultural. But if you're in a 4, there's so much you can do with it. You can put put a loader package on it. You can do all kinds of things with landscape brakes and box blades, bush hogs. You can put a shovel on the back of it, so you can use it as a backhoe. Can't do that with an 8R. I mean, I guess you could, but it'd be kind of silly. What map is this? UMRV. If you type in !map_SP, you will get a link to it. And like I said, the guy who developed the map is back working on it now, so maybe some of the problems with the map will get fixed. But yeah, I don't know if he's working on it for 17 or if he's working on it for 19. No. But he has been posting pictures again all of a sudden and, getting everybody all, ooh, ah, oh, that's beautiful. Start getting my good set up. Come on, there we go. Get my width detected. Should be good to go. So we'll get all this tedded, and then we'll come back with a windrower and rake it all up into rows, and then we will get it all baled up, sold off. We'll do the same thing that we did with the straw. I'll go put like 2 or 3 stacks over in storage, and then we'll sell the rest. Florida Clutch, take it easy, man. Have a good evening. Thanks for being out with us. Laters. Because that is kicking that out all over the place. Same thing it was doing with the wind rower that we were using over on the multiplayer, which is why I'm going to get rid of the wind rower on the multiplayer. There's no need for it if it's going to, when we TED it, if it's going to kick it all up into a mess, right? So we'll just go back to using the Moco mowers. I'll just get a couple of Mocos and put them on there. That'll give people more options, things that they can do while they're on the server. Oh, this isn't good. See, this is where there's problems with this map. The tether's not reaching down and getting all of the grass. It's missing a lot. Disappointing, man. Maybe if I just resetting it like that, maybe that's gonna help. Yeah, see, it's missing entire rows. Crap. Is it this tether, maybe? Oh, this is frustrating. This is where you get in with some of these maps that aren't level. You start having issues with them. This is the Lely. Maybe if we go get the Pottinger, or is this the Coon? Which one do I have? This is the Lely one. Let's get rid of the Lely and we'll go get the Pottinger. Maybe it'll work better. Maybe it will work better. I've never had problems with the Pottinger, but I have a feeling it's just going to be the map. We'll go trade it in, and we'll get the Pottinger and go with it. I was just trying to use the Lely for something different, you know, but it's missing so much. Playing on low, don't get the moment. First American map that I actually like and never played on. Yeah, you got to play this one. I mean, no offense to Bullet Bill. Bullet Bill does really nice maps, right, and everything. But every one of his fields is a square postage stamp, and it's just not organic. This map is amazing. This guy did such a good job with this map. The terrain and everything else like that that's in this map is just unreal. Martimus. I guess it's Marty Moose or Martimus 0901. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, and thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Marty Moose. I don't know if that's what you're going for on that, but that's kind of where I would go if I saw Marty and Moose or Mus together. I mean, you could be Martimus. I don't know. I don't know. So if I mispronounce it, I apologize. Trenton Zach, is this a 4X map? Yeah. Marty Moose. Marty Moose. Marty Moose. Oh, Martimus? Oh, okay. Well, I like Marty Moose better, but okay. See, I don't know of a theme song that goes along with Martimus. But hello, Martimus. and welcome to the stream. Anybody remember who Marty Moose is? Hiya! Marty Moose. Who's the moose's moose we know? Marty Moose. Who's the king of our favorite show? Marty Moose. Who remembers what that's from? Come on. Come on, quick. Don't Google it. No Google. No Google machine. Come on, quick. 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 Y'all should have had this by now. I know there's the delay, but should have had that by now. You've never heard it. Oh my goodness. It's only from like one of the all-time great comedy movies ever. Hiya, sorry folks, park's closed. Y'all don't, I mean, really? Really? I don't know if to be offended or not. I might just have to turn this into a movie watching stream. Come on, really? Come, don't say it's not so. No, I don't want to repair the tractor. I want to sell this. Wait. Now it doesn't even see that it's there. There. Yeah. Hey. Drop that. There. Over here. Rocky and Bullwinkle. No. Good God. No, Scrabble's on the ballpark. Scrabble's in the ballpark. We might knock one out here in a second. He knows. He knows now. He's got it there. There you go. Yeah, y'all are in the... Y'all are with me now. You got it now. Took you a while though. God, y'all should have known that one right off the bat. Just, I don't know. Starting to lose faith in y'all, chat. I mean, he was the whole theme of the movie. I mean, the whole point was to go see Marty Moose. How to get the tractor on the roof. That's part of the decorations there, bud. You've never seen the movie? How, man? How have you never seen? How old are you? You're over 18. Dude, you need to rent that movie and watch it. So funny. So funny. You're not into comedy. Who doesn't like to laugh? Come on, dude. Dude, wait, you... Like, I've heard I'm not into sci-fi, or I'm not into horror flicks, or I don't like romance. Comedy? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they don't like comedy. Everybody needs to laugh. Haven't you ever heard laughter is the best medicine? Who stole the cargo bot from GTA 5 and used it to put the tractor on the roof? Pretty much. Wow. You're not into He's not in this stream for the comedy. He's here like tea to fall asleep. I'm like melatonin for the soul. Rebel Country 64. What's up? Evans, what's up? Yeah, he's just here to let me make him fall asleep. Dude. Vacation. Just such a great movie. Yeah, but Vacation is like a classic. It's like one of the all-time greats. Y'all are just so uncultured. You didn't know Treasure of the Sierra Madre the last week, and now it's just you don't know Vacation. I'm so hurt. But you know what? If I quote something out of Growing Up Kardashian, y'all probably all know it. Oh God, I remember that. That was in episode 34. That was when Kim and lost all faith in y'all. Jersey Shore. It's only Jersey Shore. Who's Kim Kardashian? Please, T. I know you live in England, and I know, like, you know, I know they have nothing to do with football, but I know you've probably sat online and looked at Kim Kardashian's butt once or twice. So I don't even stop. I don't even start. I know. You can't fake me out. I know you better than that. I know you better than that, T. I was born in the dark, but it wasn't last night. I ain't falling for that. Maybe once or 20. All right, looks like the Pottinger might be working. We'll see, though. Judgment is until we start getting into other areas, But there's parts that are getting turned over now that weren't turned over before, so. If it doesn't, we're still stuck with it anyways. I'm not buying another one. Yeah, T saying who's Kim Kardashian's like T saying, who's David Beckham. Or whoever it is, that bloke that he hates so much on the English team. Miss some more. Why? What was that? Oh. Seriously? Seriously? Good Lord, dude. What a joke. What a joke. Really? This is just gonna suck. See, this is the problem with playing somebody's map that they just, you know, abandoned forever and didn't fix. Seems like we had this problem on Cherry Hills too, to where you couldn't head the grass, and that Stevie had to go back in and fix something on it. This sucks. Ugh. I don't know what to do here. I mean, it's missing so much of the grass. It's not even funny. And I sure don't want to have to do this with like an itty bitty one. How can it be missing this much grass? I just want to scream right now. Time to flip the Scrabble board table. Very frustrating. I mean, it's doing okay right this second. Alright, it's missing all this. Google says there's a bug where if you're not facing north. I don't believe that one. You gotta be joking. See you, T. Take it easy. Have a good night. Yeah, don't listen to anything I say in the streams, by the way, because I lie. Even though I show you everything that I do, it's all a big lie. If I tell you this is the grass, it's green in this game, I'm lying. Even though you can see it for your own two eyes, I'm lying to you. I love that yesterday. I love how people can get on a video and make that kind of comment, right? 99% of all the comments on the video are about how informative the video was and how appreciative people are for the help that they receive from the video. And then you have a handful of people come in and go, this is all BS, it don't work. This is all a bunch of lies. That's right. That's right. I waste my time during the day making videos and demonstrating how to do things. All so I can get my yucks up and laugh because it's all fake. It's all a bunch of lies. Ah, the simple humors in life. Okay, it clearly doesn't want to. Okay, let's miss a little bit more of it. And miss some more of it. Alright. Maybe if I size it down a little bit here. Automatic width is 13. Let's take it down to 12. And we'll try again with this. I mean, just out of curiosity, too. Because it seemed to Ted good going back the other direction. That's just Google AI paid to do. Actually, all the positive comments are me on several different email accounts, logging in and stoking up all my videos to make them look good, you know. And so furthermore, people will watch them and then get aggravated when they're like, how come 700 people said this guy was smart, knew what he was doing, and you know, I try what he says, and it doesn't work. This guy's lying. These people don't know what they're talking about. Okay, I thought you were kidding about there being a bug in 4X where you had to be going a certain direction, but I'm starting to feel like if I do everything from the other side of the field, it will actually do it. Now, you may have been kidding a minute ago, but clearly if I come from the other direction, I can get this tedded. Because it ain't tedding from this direction. Which I've never had that issue on any other map. I don't have this issue on Oregon Springs. Alright, let's start from here and see what happens. It's missing the outside row, but everything on the inside's getting tedded. If you had problems with PV, no, because I didn't TED on there. I didn't use seasons on there, so I didn't TED. The only time I TED grass is when I do seasons mod. But Oregon Springs is a 4X map, isn't it? Maybe it's only 2X. Yeah, it's clearly a map issue. I just don't know how, you know. The workaround is what I'm trying to figure out. How do I get all this grass tedded so I can continue to do what I want to do? That's all that matters to me. If I've got to go from one direction and then run back up the field and go the other direction, that's fine. I'll do it that way. But clearly there is something wrong with the map for it to be skipping all of this, you know. And you know, it's the problems you run into with a map that's not fully developed. This I know. Tis unfortunate, you know. Especially when you have to TED the grass. It'd be different if I didn't have to. If it was like a PV17 where I could just bale grass and use grass for grass and grass for the feeding the animals and everything, I would just move on with it. But I gotta have hay because you can't sell grass, and you gotta have hay to feed them with. So alright, well, I guess I will run back over to the other end and just keep heading in one direction. As long as it'll work consistently from this direction, I'm fine, you know? It sucks, but as long as it's working and I can make progress, that's all that matters. Back in game, so I don't have to listen to that motor the whole time. I thought maybe it was something to do with the field not being level, because there are times like on this field where you'd have to, when we were planting it, where I'd have to come from a different direction to get it to plant right. So I thought maybe it was that. I didn't, with the field mesh, I didn't really think it would have anything to do with the grill file. Hopefully there's going to be a new version of this map at some point, you know, since he's back working on it. I mean, the thing about it was in November, he came out and said he was real close to having version 3.0 ready to go on this. Now, it's been 8 months since that was said. During that time, what's he been doing? Has he been off doing other things and not even messing with it, or has he been working on it and just not being vocal on his Facebook page? You know, if he's been working on it or whatever, and then maybe a new map's coming out, who knows? The guy might be in the military and he might have had to go do a tour of duty or something, you know. I got no idea. Life might have gotten in the way. I'm glad to see he's back, because I think this is a really great map, and I think it could turn out to be an incredibly good map. And at this point, even if he's not working on it for 17, if he's working on it for 19, I would be stoked to have this map in 19. You know, and unlike a Manchester, if this map came out, you know, in 17, I would revisit it, because we're not going to have enough time to play this map if he does, when he does get a final edit out. Manchester was done by the time 19 came around. We'd stopped playing it, I think. I think I'd moved on to something else. Seems like the solution here is to go from the other side. And pull one direction. Oh, just for giggles, I'm going to pull back the other way. Look at all the skippage. No, I'm not. In all honesty, I don't need to TED this whole thing. Just half of it or whatever. Actually, I need to. because I don't need all this grass. And I can't sell the grass. Yeah, this is something I'm definitely going to have to look into, because just sitting here thinking about it, I can't not do grass, you know, because usually you get 2 cuttings of grass per year. I can't not do grass.
Booyah!
Wolves of Sean, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, and thanks for the follow. And as big as a pain in the butt as this is, you know, I would have to TED every time, because granted, this is, you know, for now it's way more grass than I need. If I get a whole lot of cattle on here, then I'm going to need a ton of grass. But I could not do it. Even if I wasn't going to put a ton of cattle on, I could not go through and do grass and TED it, because I wouldn't be able to sell the bales at all, unless I just cut the grass and wrapped it and made it into silage. I mean, that would be the only way I could get away with it. Which you know, having not done wrap bales in seasons, I don't even know if you can wrap grass in seasons. You should be able to, but yeah. All right, go back to the other end. I don't know. I'll shoot Dude a note later on and see what he says. If he's back dealing with it and he's back talking, I'll shoot him a note on Facebook and see what he says about it. Well, if you redo the grill file too, you're going to lose all your crops in your field, I would think. Well, it depends on which grill file you have to deal with. If it's the grill file that has to do with crops, then it's going to screw up every field you have. Because there's different grill files. There's several of them. And if it's the one that deals with your crops that has to be redone, then it's going to screw up the whole map. Definitely not something I'm going to mess around with while I'm harvesting. Fact of the matter is, if I can get through this, I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll be good enough to put out a new version of the map here in the next couple of weeks or next week or so. It's worth touching base with him, seeing what he has to say. I mean, I could get the harvest done on the corn, and then maybe he's got another version of the map I can get hold of and go from there. That would be the ultimate. Or I can just go do I can always go do forestry for a bit.
Booyah!
Trust me, I'll find a solution for it. Quentin 2448 coming in with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the herd. I think I got Wolves of Sean as well, but welcome to the channel as well, my friend. How are you, sir? But like I said, the good news is he's back working on the map, so maybe this is a problem that has been addressed, and maybe he'll have a solution in the near future. I'm tempted to try, and again, it would be totally out of practice, but I'm tempted to try raking it and then tedding it. Where it's just one row you got to ted, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that because that wouldn't be, that'd be out of line, out of order. Oh, looky, looky. The new R. Bauer said something got him in trouble. What'd you do? Post the link? Yeah, I think that's the file that we had problems with on Stevie's map for Cherry Hills. I think it was the density height, or height density, and I believe he had to go raise that up one, and because of that, and then when he did it, you lost all your fields too, if I remember correct. I'm pretty sure if you do anything that has to do with that, you have to start the map all over again. Yeah, anytime you put letter, the bot's gonna see it as a it's gonna see it as a link. Like I said, it's not that big a deal to me. I mean, to be honest with you, there's other things I can do than mow grass. It's something I'll look into and see if I can salvage the map, but I'm not going to get upset over it. I mean, we're getting around it. When we first started off and it was messing up, I was getting kind of upset, thinking that I wasn't going to be able to get this done, but at least there's a workaround. At least you can go from one direction and get it tedded. It sucks to have to do it this way, but I'm getting it done, and that's all that matters. We'll get the field done, get the bales made, and trust me, I mean, we're sitting here, it's July the 11th, and I'm gonna, you know, I got a multiplayer server, I got this going. There are people trying to get me to play Lone Oak. But there's also just crop harvest on here. There's forestry to do on here. There's a lot I can do other than mow grass. So I'm not going to sweat it too bad. Push comes to shove, I could always go get the bale storage mod, throw it on here, make every one of these into a hay bale, and then never do hay again, right? Because I'm going to get a ton of bales of hay off of this. I'll make it work. Let's put it that way. My hope is, and you know, what I'm thinking here is, if I can get in touch with dude that's doing the map, talk to him, and let's say he tells me it's going to be 3 weeks or whatever before he has version 3.0 to go out. That's optimistic, okay? Y'all don't read anything into what I'm saying here. It's just spitballing and thinking. If dude was to say, hey, look, you know, I could have version 3.0 in about 3 weeks, 6 weeks, I can come up with stuff to fill the time during that time before I need to mow grass again. So that's sort of what I'm thinking. Or I could deal with this I could deal with another cut of this. I just wouldn't do it on stream. I'd do it off stream. I'd probably hook Courseplay up and have it do it or something, or just I'd figure a way out. I'd get it done though. You know, and it's one of those things. My biggest thing is, let's get it to the point where we do another planting, we harvest the planting, and then we go from there. Because like I told you guys, it's probably going to be, even if I went and bought a couple of cattle right now, it's going to be 3 years before I plan on actually putting a lot of cows on this map. And at some point, if he does an update, we'll have to do a harvest everything on the map, then write all the numbers down that I have at that particular time, update the map, rebuy all the equipment, and well, we'll have to rebuy the equipment. Yeah, we'll have to, I don't know, I may have to rebuy all the equipment, but anyways, we'll have to update the map and re-equip it and reset everything to where we were at that particular time in order to move on. So the issues you run into with modded maps, you know, especially unfinished modded maps, you just have to accept it, you know. And the fact of the matter is, I'm willing to put up with it because I like the map. If I didn't like the map, then I'd be in a different boat, probably. I'd probably be bitching and moaning. Stupid modder who didn't get his shit straight. Blah, 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 blah. No. I'll cut this guy a lot of slack because, again, it's his first map that he's ever done, and I think he did a bang-up job. What geo am I running? Right now I'm running Midwest. If I ever start over again, I'll probably put the Southern geo in. I might even put the Southern geo in at the end of this year and put the Southern Geo in. Midwest though does fit this map better though, because it is a theme map. It is the Upper Mississippi River Valley. So Midwest fits it more than Southern, but I'd love to run a Southern Geo on my maps just because that's more what I'm accustomed to, you know. Mr. Milky Way 999, what are you asking? Is it free or not? And the problem we're discussing, Mr. Milky Way, is the fact that the grass, if I TED it from any direction other than east to west, I mean west to east on the map, it misses just tons of grass, and it doesn't TED it evenly. So the only way I'm getting an even TED of grass on the map right now is to go from the west side of the map back to the east. That's what we're talking about. Moose, would you play the new construction sim game that's coming out? It's the mobile, but they just announced that they were bringing out console and PC. I don't know, what construction game are you talking about? Are you talking about Construction Simulator, like Astragon and that one? That, you know, is it Construction Simulator 2? Is that what you're talking about? The one that they made for mobile and that they haven't done anything for PC in you know, 3 years? Yeah, of course I will. You know, dude, it's got road construction in it. It like has asphalt, you know, graders and the ability to lay asphalt in it on the mobile one. Yeah, I'll play it. When's it coming out? I hadn't read anything about that. I've been all over them because they're boneheads. I mean, they really are boneheads. They've lost their freaking mind over there. Is it free? No, it's not free. I guarantee you that one's not free. Won't be out for another couple of months. Yeah. Astragon lost their freaking mind. I don't know what they were thinking when they did Construction Sim 2 and didn't work on Construction Simulator for PC and console. That's where they should have gone. The fact that they just completely gave the finger to the Construction Simulator community and they kept putting out so many stupid Liber mods DLCs that were the same DLCs over and over and over again. Hey, look, we made another variation of the mobile crane. Hey, look, we made another digger. It's the same as the other one, except the other one's on tracks and this one's on tires. Ooh, put out a new game. No. We got a mobile game. You can go get it and play it. No, I don't think so. So yay. Golf clap. Golf clap, everybody, for Construction Simulator and Astragon for finally regaining some sense of, you know, their brain. Do you want drive control on this? Yes, I do. Big, huge fan of drive control. Though, there's one thing that Upside Down took out of Drive Control I wish he hadn't have. He used to have, part of Drive Control used to allow you to, it used to allow you to switch back and forth with a push of a button between vehicles that had the engine running. And I loved that feature of Drive Control. But he got rid of it when he updated it for Farm Sim 17, he got rid of that, which was kind of a bummer to me. I missed that feature. Because you didn't have to worry about what order your vehicles were in. You could just, if you had two tractors running, you could switch a button and you jump between the two of them. Didn't have to worry about nothing else. Ah, crap, I hit the wrong button. Put that back down. Hit that button, do that thing you do. Drive across here, get this last little bit of grass done on this end. Can you do concrete and construction sim? Yes. Dude, if you haven't gone out and if you haven't played Construction Simulator, period, if you haven't played Construction Simulator, go back and get it and play it. An amazing game. And I have to say that Astragon had a hit there. And that's what I didn't understand. Astragon did such an amazing thing. And whoever made Construction Simulator, I know Astragon's the publisher. That game was so spot on and good that I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen with the new version of it with 17 or 18, you know? And then one didn't come out, and you're just kind of like, huh? What are they thinking? And then they announced that they were going to do a mobile version of the game, and you really started scratching your head because you're like, this game is, as it is just freaking great. Why in the world are you not doing an upgraded version of it? Here, just take my money and give me an upgraded version. I'm not even going to argue with you. And again, it's like one of those, I think it's fair to say that the construction sim community is very much like Farm Sim's community in that the Farm Sim community, for the most part, I would say 90% of the group is to the point where when Giant says, hey, we're going to update the game and we're going to a new one, 90% of the community is, great, here's my money, take it, tell me what's going to be in it. And that's the mindset. The construction sim community is pretty much that way as well. There's only one good construction simulator out there, and it's Construction Sim. And the people who are fans of that game are the same way. As soon as Astragon says, hey, we got a new version of the game coming out, just stop right there. You don't even have to say anything more. That's all you had to do was say, hey, we have a new version of the game coming out for PC and console. Sold. Take my money. Here. Take my money. Now tell me what's in it. I don't even care. Just give it to me. Just give me the game. Now, I can tell you the things that I would like to be in the game. I can tell you the features that I would love to be in the game and that I hope they improve the game. Now, if truth in advertising here. If Construction Simulator came out with a new game and it didn't have a new engine to it and didn't have better graphics and better performance, I would be really, really, really disappointed, and I would let you know about that. But I would still probably buy the game to find out what it was like, because I want to see it. I want to see that next game. I want to play that next game. I want to build high rises and have fun with it. But I pray to God it's been updated to where the trucks are a little bit better and a little more realistic, and that the graphics are a little bit better, and that there's more jobs involved, and there's more variety of jobs involved, and there's bigger bridges to build and more hospitals to build. Absolutely, more steps involved to the building. I mean, there's so much they could improve on that game, but fundamentally, it's amazing. But, yeah. Now you got me excited. Probably the people that made the mining and construction map for Farm Sim 17. No, it's not. Grow up. Nope, can't post a link. No links in chat. Cannot do that. Sorry. I don't run that risk. Hey, you can post it in Discord. I mean, if it's for construction sims thing, that's, dude, I mean, I don't know if you've guessed it or not. I'm a fan of that game. I'll go look it up myself in a little while. But, anywho. Yeah, I've been wondering what they were going to do with Construction Sim 2 and why they hadn't been doing anything. I mean, I'm on record in the forums as calling them out on it. I mean, I've written them direct letters. I've called them out in the forums as to what were they thinking, and why they weren't telling anybody what was going on. I mean, to me, you've got a community there that you developed, right? You've got a niche audience with a specialized game that nobody else is doing right. Okay? And so why aren't you cultivating that audience by saying, hey guys, you know, we're doing great with Construction Sim. We've taken a little bit of time to do Construction Sim 2, but don't worry, don't get discouraged by the fact that we've walked completely away from the PC and console area and we've gone into mobile and OS, which is just okay, but don't worry, we're going to come back and we're going to do a brand new version of Construction Sim for PC. They never went that way. They never talked that way to the community. It was like, well, we're working on a DLC. That's good. When are we getting a new Construction Sim? Crickets. You just didn't get it. And it was like, did they completely give up on this game for PC? Or have they lost their mind and decided that mobile was the future? Oh, you know what? PC's going by the wayside. So's console. What's really going to hit is people are just going to play everything on their iPhones and their tablets. Well, let's give up completely on using computers and those silly consoles, because nobody owns any of those anymore. And let's just go to the OS format. Yeah, that's a great idea, boss. Yeah, super idea. But that's the way most everybody's thought, because they did just kind of abandon it. I mean, or as far as the forums were, they weren't really talking about it. And it's been one of those, what are you guys doing things? Anyways, so at least one good piece of news today. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know me, I love all those games. And I'm always searching for one that's going to be as good as Construction Sim, and it's never out there. Like Demolish and Build. Please. I want to find that next really good simulator that's about building stuff, and it's just not out there. There's not one out there. So There's a lot of games that I'm waiting on to come out. Tank Mechanic Simulator, which those guys reached out to me like 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and said, yeah, we're working on a playable demo for you, and as soon as we get that done, we'll get it over to you so you can take a look at it. So I'm sure so I can help promote their Kickstarter campaign. I hadn't heard back from them since. There's supposed to be like scrap yard simulator. I don't know how great that game's gonna be, but I'm gonna take a look at it when it comes out. Is this map good? I might get it. It's got its problems. It's not fully developed. It's a beautiful map. It is a well laid out map. As far as the aesthetics and you know, fields and layout and everything, it's great. Absolutely. Terrain is amazing in it. But it's got a lot of little quirks that need to be worked out, and the developer went MIA for 8 months. And is just now back to working on the map, so I don't know where it's headed. Would I advise you to get it? I mean, if you're not worried about dealing with little issues like you have to tend the grass all in one direction, knock yourself out. If you know, just be aware that when you go feed your cows at the dairy, unless you put the table manners mod in, or you put in that magic eraser mod to you know, erase all their food, you're gonna have some issues keeping them clean, because the food falls through the floor in the dairy and it's really hard to get it all cleaned up. You have to do some real acrobatics with the machine. You know what? I think that's enough hay, and the rest of it we can do as grass. Been around for Minster Manchester series on YouTube. Take it easy, firefighter. Have a good night. Can't wait for FS19 John Deere. And boom, boom, over the chicken. It's one of those things I don't like to do. It's gonna be way close to that baler. Hopefully I can get it in and out with no problem. We'll find out shortly here. Alright, let's go get the rake. Let's go get a rake. No Joe 1099, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for the host, by the way, much appreciated.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Been missing out on much of my streams. What's new? Not a whole lot. Mr. Milky Way can open the map so you can see it. Here, I'll open that one up so you can see it. Question is, how much of John Deere will they add to make everything you could ever need on a farm?
Booyah!
Yeah, I mean, it's true. But anyways, I don't think they're gonna put a lot in. I get a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be a couple of tractors, maybe a combine. Like you, Moose, I'd love to see an update to this map. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is he's talked about so much stuff. Like, he'd already told back in November that he was taking dairy off of the map and replacing dairy with cattle. And so the beef cattle were coming to the farm. And that he had done this and that, and then I think he had the field meshes done so that fields could be purchasable, or somebody was going to do that for him. There was a lot that he had going on that he was getting ready to do with this map. And I was, so back in November, Chris, me, we were both like, oh God, I can't wait until he does that. And then didn't hear from it, so. Tex Boss, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the fact that he's back is good news. But I guess once again, I don't know. I combed through the Facebook thing to see if he had said anything about an update or where he'd been or any of that stuff. And really, he posted a couple of pictures, and then there's one point where he replies to somebody about a warehouse that he'd like to put on the map, and he would need the script if somebody would let him take a look at it. And but there's really, and he only commented, and then he got pretty pissed about somebody saying something about the silos on the map. Other than that, he really hasn't said anything on there. So it's just, you're kind of reading between the lines. And somebody's even asked him, are you redoing this for 19, or are you working on this for 17? And he really didn't respond to that either. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm fingers crossed. I'll shoot the guy a note and see if he responds to it or not. Mr. Milky Way, I think 2 combines, 3 or 4 tractors, and some implements. Don't know, and I'm not going to speculate on it. I'm just, I'm going to let them tell me what they're doing with it, and I'm not going to sit here and get hyped up about it until they do tell anybody about it, you know? That's the thing. I'm not going to get all worked up and go all, oh, this is great. John Deere's coming to farm film. It's going to make my life wonderful. Because I can get every John Deere tractor I need right now as a mod. And really the only people that it really will benefit is it's going to benefit console because they'll have more access to John Deere. But I'm not really that stoked about John Deere coming to farm sim. And if you play on PC, you shouldn't be either. Let's be honest. You can get every farm sim, every John Deere mod you want. The only thing is you have to comb through a whole lot of terrible ones to find the ones that are halfway decent. And I'll say this, you're not going to find a decent John Deere mod or a decent John Deere tractor from Giants. Giants is going to make a bare bones stuff. They're not going to put any IC in it. You're not going to have mounts for saddle tanks or, you know, like I've got on my 8R on this map. So it is what it is, right? I mean, it's John Deere coming in, but I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit around and cheerlead Giants. Rah, rah, John Deere's coming. Rah, rah, here we go. Because to me, it's not that big of a thing. And given Giants' track record, I'm not going to be surprised when they don't put much John Deere into the game. And someone will say that's me being a downer or whatever. No, that's me being a realist. That's me being realistic about what we know about the game at this current stage, which is absolutely nothing. Right? We don't know much. And I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, ah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, there's a new version of John Deere of Farm Sim coming out. That's all I care about. I really don't care about the lipstick they put on the pig. It's the pig I care about. What new farming are we going to have? Other than the oats and the cotton, I mean, like, what improvements have been made to the game? What's really going to be nuts and bolts at the end of the day? What's really going to matter to you is what the content of the game is, not what color the tractor is you drive around. Because let's be honest, you can plow a field in any tractor in the game. You want your brand, but let's be honest, this tractor, there's nothing different. If you closed your eyes and didn't see the color or the emblem on it, there would be nothing special about this tractor than a Case or a Voltra or a Fendt or a Challenger or any of that stuff. All of them you can hook a plow up to and you can plow a field. So what makes the game isn't the brand of tractor that's in the game. What makes the game is the mechanics of the game. What have they improved mechanics-wise in the game that is going to make the game better for you? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking at what brand is being added in. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you really are all about what brand tractor you get in. And if the game doesn't have the brand that you love, then you're out of here. I will say this, though. If Farm Sim came out tomorrow and said, we sold out, we've sold out, and the only thing that's going to be in the game is New Holland tractors and Horsch implements. But we've made it where you can raise cattle, you can breed cattle. You've got bottle calves in the game that you have to deal with. There's beef cattle in the game that you have to feed different than dairy. Dairy you have to feed twice a day. You have to take them, you have to open and close your pens. You've got to milk them. You have to feed and water chickens in the game now. Your fields have to be managed as far as hydration, fertilization. You have to look at your soil content and make sure your pH is in line. I would be I'd be so giddy, it wouldn't be funny. I could care less that it was all New Holland.
Booyah!
They could change the name of the game to New Holland Presents Realistic Farm Sim 19 and I wouldn't care. I would be so excited for the fact that they had improved the game. That's what does it for me. So yeah. That's just so everybody knows where I come from on this. So the people who think, well, this is just being down about the game because he doesn't, about John Deere coming in. He's just being unfair to the game. I'm not. I'm really not. I want what you guys want. I want a better game. And in all honesty, the brands that are in the game don't matter to me that much. If you had a choice, you'd choose John Deere. I got to be honest, from a gaming aspect, John Deere doesn't do anything for me. Other than it's a green tractor. To be honest with you, from a gaming standpoint of playing Farm Sim and doing things differently and being able to do things mo better, I would rather have the fence and the... I can't even think of the name of it now. Not the Zeters, the Valtras. The fence and the Valtras, to me, are the most fun tractors in the game because they're so versatile with the fact that you can, reverse the steering on it for mowing grass or doing forestry, whatever you're doing with it. And you need that big window or whatever. They're so versatile. So when you look at, from a pure gaming standpoint, what's the most fun you can have in the game? It's not a John Deere tractor and it's not a case. It's going to be the Valtras and the fence. But for most people, they look at the game with their brand loyalty glasses on, and that's what they want. They want the brand that they're in love with. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to narrow some stuff up a little bit. Alright, let's take this down to 8 meters. Make sure I get everything here and then yeah, that looks good. See you, Pitbull. Have a good night. Take it easy. I'd rather have Zeter. I just like those. The only reason I want a certain brand is to have the tractors from that brand. Right, but my point is I'd rather have a better game than a brand. Right? If I get my choice of we can put a new brand in the game or we can give you a better game, I want a better game. That's the point I'm making. Cody, I don't care what color it is. I just want more diverse equipment and better mechanics. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, Like this. I want a wheel. I want Giants to make a wheel rake and put it in the game. I use whatever I feel like using at the moment. I feel like if it's the farm and the task, yeah. I try to do theme maps. I've done every piece of equipment, right? We've done a cased map. I've done a New Holland map. I've done John Deere map. I've done a Fendt map. When we first started out, I focused on Fendt tractors in the beginning. And then, I did a map that was nothing but case because some people wanted case only. And I've done everything. We did New Holland only when we did States map in FS15. So, I've played every piece of equipment in the game. And, like one of the fun tractors, but, again, there are some really fun tractors that have been in this game. Like the Lamborghini is a fun little tractor to mess around with. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And that's what I look at is putting a new tractor model in and calling it John Deere isn't going to make the game more fun. It's not. It'll fulfill that sense of yearning you've wanted for a John Deere tractor, but it's not going to make the game better. It's not going to improve the mechanics of the game. It's not going to improve the physics of the game. It's not going to improve the agriculture in the game where it takes it a step forward. And those are the things that I want. Those are the things that are going to excite me. Good luck with that. They can't even put GPS in the game. I don't get what they do sometimes. Again, these are the things that I cannot wrap my head around with Farm Sim. The GPS mod should have been in 17, right? To me, if I owned Focus, okay, or Giants, if I owned Giants, 6 months after Farm Sim was released, I would have already been looking at the mods. Well, I would be looking at the mods back when 15 was out. 6 months after released, I would have been looking at what the top mods were for the game, script-wise, and I would have already been trying to incorporate things out of that into the game. Drive control, the ability to turn the engines on and off, the ability to shift gears, all the stuff that Drive Control brought to the game. I would have made Upside Down a rich man, because I would have gone to him and said, look, you've got 3 of the most popular mods in the game. I'd like to either put you on my team or I'd like to buy the rights to them. Whoops. I'm shocked they don't do that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of mods that are that way. Courseplay. Instead of flying the guys from Courseplay out and showing them what your game's going to be and giving them information so they can work on their mod, hire them, put them on your team, and let them incorporate it into the game. So yeah, to me, Drive Control and GPS mod are a no-brainer. Should have been purchased and incorporated into the game. Courseplay should be purchased and incorporated into the game. It should be a standard part of the game. Adrian, there's a difference in putting a mod in or buying a mod and incorporating it into your game and making it better and making it a part of your game. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same as what Upside Down did. You take his idea and you improve upon it. And you be smart enough to stand up and go, God, why didn't we think about that? Because if you use that mindset of, well, then people would say, well, all they did was put a GPS mod in the game. They put GPS so I don't have to rely on a mod in the game. And they were, you know, and they moved forward because, you know, hey, you know, we want to make this as easy for people on console as we do for people on PC. We're going to incorporate that into the game so that it's going to be a part of our game so that people won't have to wonder where they're going to get it from the day the game comes out. And you can't have that mindset of, oh, well, the modders are going to bail us out every time we turn around. What happens when FS19 comes out and Upside Down, who's working on cattle and crops, you know, and we were all shocked when he updated everything for FS17. What happens when he doesn't update anything for FS19? You know, and all the mods that have made your game what they are today aren't there. That's why, for me, I look at incorporating it into the game. Because there's no guarantee that that guy's gonna be there for you as a modder. Right, and there's no guarantee that Courseplay is going to be around. You know, there's no guarantee that those guys. And look how long it's taken. Look how long it's taken them to get Courseplay to where it's somewhat functionable. It's still got a lot of problems. It was really good in 15. It's never been really good in 17. Been waiting for the Soul mod. I love that mod. Yeah, it was a great mod. I loved it too, but it never happened. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see Giants put that much time into a tractor. And some IC is good, some IC is just waste of time. Like, let me ask you this, okay? I mean, you say you'd love to see IC on base tractors. Let me ask you this. Would you rather have IC in the base tractors versus more improvements in the gameplay? Is it important for you that the doors and windows open on and the blinds come down and that the lights are all clickable and everything in the tractors versus fixing the physics on the bales? Or, you know, getting more realistic agriculture into the game? Because to me, that's the one thing I've always said. I could care less about the IC on the tractors. And again, I don't want bells and whistles. I want solid gameplay. But in order to put that IC in all the base tractors, that's going to take hours and hours of coding that's going to take away from working on the gameplay. And that's the point I'm making, you know. And that's the thing where I cringe every time I read the forums and people are talking about, oh, you need to add IC into the tractors, or you need to do this and that. And I'm like, no. Don't steer them in the wrong way. Steer them in the direction of fixing the game. Making the game better. I don't need bells and whistles. I need better gameplay. Give me more game mechanics. There's a lot of people who don't use IC. And sometimes IC gets annoying, right? When you're just trying to do stuff, like, I'm not a speed farmer. Y'all know that. I'm not into using mods that are unrealistically large that make farming on the map easier for me. I'm not in a hurry. But when you got to get in and out of your tractor, sometimes the whole, like opening the door and climbing up the steps and getting in the tractor and then sitting down and closing the door, that's a lot of time out of my day. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for that. So sometimes IC can become a pain in the butt. Ago did a beautiful job with that Fent 7 in 15. But I got to be honest with you. I got really tired of having to climb in and out of that tractor all the time. It got real old real quick. I've got one JCB that has so much IC you can't even start the tractor. Exactly. Recently, I was like, why is my controller not working? I'd accidentally pressed spacebar. Right. And that's the other thing is, like, you want the modders to get away from using spacebar, let's get a unified IC going out there to where everybody uses right shift. That way it doesn't interfere with using spacebar to switch gears in the tractor. Exactly. It's all right to be realistic, but not too much realistic. Well, I mean, with some things, yeah. Yeah, if you got to climb up in the tractor and sit down in the tractor and put the key in the ignition switch and choke the engine and fasten your seat belt and, calibrate your green star and... Yeah. And it's like every mod. Every mod that comes out is the coolest thing for a while, right? When you get into IC stuff. For a while there, everybody wanted to use manual attach. And then it got old. And nobody wanted to use manual attach. Some people still do, but you know what I mean. Dynamic hose mod is everybody's all about dynamic hose mod. Until they get tired of having to connect that dynamic hose up. No Joe 1099, but nobody gets tired of better agriculture. I don't. More realistic farming. That I don't get tired of. More options for things in the game as far as crops go. And how you farm. I really, really, really want to see them improve the fundamentals of farming. As far as how you prep your field and you plant it, and then how you treat your field after it's planted has a relationship on how well everything grows. Right. Everybody's in love with Lone Oak Farm right now. Bounty Hunter 495, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Holy cow, that's a resub. 2 months in a row with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, buddy.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Holy smokes. Everybody give a little hype in chat for him. Bounty Hunter 495, thank you so much. Type in that exclamation point hype for me, gang. Blow it out for him. 2 months in a row coming back with the resub. Welcome to the herd, buddy. Glad to have you. Trent and Zach coming in with the host as well. Thank you so much.
Dilly dilly.
Much appreciated, my friend. Doop, doop, doop. God, is it really 6:40? Oh. Holy smokes, it's getting late. Well, we'll rake a little bit more of this field and then we'll call it quits. Move on to something else. Doop, doop, doodle, doodle, doop, doop. So the game plan is I'm gonna play a little bit longer on this, maybe about 20 more minutes, and then I'll switch over to multiplayer. It'll take me a few minutes. I got to change out the folder that Farm Sim is associated with, so I'll have to shut Farm Sim completely down and restart it. When I do, I'll burp the stream for a second. I'll stop the stream and restart the stream. That way, I'll have a separate VOD for UMRV and a separate VOD for Oregon Springs, and we'll pick up on Oregon Springs on the multiplayer and play a little bit on it. See you, Evans, take it easy. Try to catch you during the day tomorrow. Try to do some contracts. It's 12:41 in Ireland. Haha, your day's almost, well, actually your day's just begun. I still got sunlight. At least this thing's working properly.
Booyah!
Quick Street, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Waka, waka, waka. Do, 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 do. That's a lot of grass to bale. Not really. Just watching some farm sim while sitting at work and staring at your screen. I got you. Man, I'll tell you what, back when I had a job that I had to work every day and I had employees, I'm glad we didn't have the internet and Twitch and YouTube and live streaming. we'd have never gotten any work accomplished. I'm thankful that the internet was still in its infancy. That's my job now. I work 2 lazy guys. Do what? You work 2 lazy guys? Hey man, I watch my guys doing non-work all the time, which makes me do non-work. I wish I could retire soon. I'd lose my cool. I would lose my cool over it too, you know? I'm like, I'm not gonna come in and bust my butt every day and turn around and look and find that people are watching YouTube and everything while I'm working. I would so lose my cool. I'd have the IT department banning it. It'd be blocked on all the routers. I'd be that guy that everybody hates. YouTube and Twitch have been blacklisted. Oh, Mr. T's back. Thought you fell asleep, man. There's ways around that. Yeah, I know. I got you, man. Yeah, I mean, there's some jobs like that where you got all the time in the world too, but there's other jobs, other jobs where you need to be on the phones and doing work and everything else like that. And that was what I used to do, man. And if I had caught one of my guys sitting around watching YouTube during the day or doing Twitch while they were at work, oh, I'd have lost it on them. They'd have seen the front door quick. I was watching it. No one sleeps after watching IRL. I'm doing square bells. I hate round bells. Doesn't work if they use their phones. If they're connected to the company Wi-Fi, it does. If they want to sit there and waste all their broadband usage on their phone, that's fine. But I'll still, if I come around the corner and find them watching their phone, not on the phone, on the phone talking to people, I'd be busting some butts, cracking some heads. You can't really buy a phone jammer and put it into a workplace where people need to use their phones. Right, 1 a.m. I'm done, night. This coming from a man who was giving his wife crap earlier about how late was she going to stream because he needed to work the next day. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. That's funny. I specifically remember you earlier asking Miss T how late she was going to stream because you needed to work the next day. Oh, it's great. That's awesome, man. That's too funny. Go get some sleep there, little man. My buddy say night night to T. We'll tuck him in with his blankie. Get him a nice boo-boo of milk. Here's your nice warm bottle. Snuggle up with your blankie. Get you some nappy time. Our little soldier's gotta be up in the morning. Good night, go to sleep. England lost in the game today. You'll be happy, you will dream good. No nightmares for you. Hey T, have a good night, and you know, when you sleep tonight, I just want you to lay there and you know, think sweet dreams of bedroom gamer grinning at you the whole night. Oh, that'll get him. That'll get him. Now when he goes to sleep, that's all he'll think about the rest of the night, and he'll have nightmares. I'm evil. Oh, man. King May, what's going on? Ready for Farm Sim 19? Don't you know it, man? Are you kidding? I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. How many hours do you have logged into Farm Sim? I don't know, man. I got it during the Steam summer sale. Maybe, I don't know, 15, 20. Just kidding. I have no idea, man. Too many. Yes, everybody knows I lie. It's all over the internet now. Peaceful sim games are your new niche. Yeah, I get that. I totally understand that one, man. I mean, I used to play like all the first-person shooters and stuff, and get into that stuff. And you know what? There's something to be said for just chill out, laid-back gaming. You don't yell at the screen all the time. You don't throw stuff. It's one of those things, man. totally understand where you're coming from. I hit that mode several years ago. I still play the occasional FPS shooter, you know, for giggles. Do I think I'm in any way competitive anymore? Nah. I don't have the time to devote to it. That's like, you know, like, it's the reason I don't play, like, first-person shooters on stream, to be honest with you, is because I suck at them. Because I don't sit and play them day in and day out. And most of these cats that do play, they play 8 hours a day. I mean, that's all they do. And not only do they play the game, they figure out all the science behind everything in the game, and they break every little aspect of the game down. I just want to play the game. I don't want to have to do homework, Doc. I gave up on that stuff a long time ago. But like I said, I still enjoy my first-person shooters. I've just accepted that I'm not going to be worried about trying to do the all that other stuff. I think cotton and oats are going to be in, plus horses in FS19. Is it worth it? I don't know. Cotton and oats are going to be in the game? Wow. Horses? What are they going to do with the horses? That's interesting. Not quite sure about the horses part of it. Cotton would be cool. Oats would be cool. What would be cool is if they were going to do cotton, if they got like one of them case modular units, like 670 or 680, and put that in the game, because, you know, those are the bomb. That'd be cool. They probably wouldn't do anything like that. This is what Dude was saying a minute ago, that John Deere, he was all excited because John Deere's coming into the game. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So they're going to put like the entire line of John Deere products in the game? I mean, that's going to be awesome. Have John Deere forestry in the game? Wow. I mean, man. Amazing. And here I was saying they'd never put John Deere in the game. Wow. Don't I look like a horse's butt? Moose is trolling his own chat tonight. What are you talking about? Oh. All right. God, I really want to just continue to mow this, work on this field, but I did tell you guys that we would play multiplayer at some point tonight, so if I go too much longer, we won't do multiplayer tonight. There was a release trailer at E3. You don't say. You have a link to that? 'Cause I don't, you know, unless I see it, I don't believe it. What's pulling the hay rank? Hay rake. It's a 6R, John Deere 6R. All right, when we next return to the wonderful world of the Upper Mississippi River Valley, Moose will rake some more hay and make some bales and stack some bales and sell some bales. So yeah, that is what will be coming up very shortly on our next episode of UMRV. For those in the stream, we are not ending. I just am ending the UMRV section of tonight's program. I will be taking a short 2-minute break to go and swap out some files on my computer, and then we'll be making our way over to the multiplayer server to do some stuff over there. So for those watching on YouTube, thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed all that stuff, all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm going to change over games, and we will continue this stream in just a moment, everyone. So let me do a little game save here. Yes, I'd like to save that. Quit the game. All right. That should get me out to there. And I gotta quit the game. So many things I gotta do here. All right, swap out folders. We're going from UMRV to Oregon Springs. And start Farm Sim. All right, guys and gals, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Y'all take a quick break as well. I'll be right back with you.